It seems impossible for a show to massively disappoint fans before it has even been released, right? Well, believe it or not, the CW's Gotham Knights have done it. From bad casting to a clearly lame storyline, the video game spin-off just looks horrible. Fans are majorly disappointed by the trailer, and here's why. First of all, literally no one wanted this show. Let's be honest, the CW is just grasping at straws here. The Flash is finally coming to an end, and they've had to face a bunch of cancellations: Arrowverse, Legends of Tomorrow, and Batwoman, to name a few. Clearly, the network just needs a hit at this point, but Gotham Knights really doesn't look like it's going to be one. When the initial trailer was released early last year, fans were left confused and disappointed, and the new one that just dropped a few days ago isn't any better. The show's concept appears strange, quippy, and like something from 2006 trying desperately to be all fresh and Gen Z inspired. From the looks of it, the entire series is based on a bunch of angry, quirky, early 20-somethings fighting, I guess, crime. Honestly, I'd rather just watch YouTube. What many fans don't understand is who the Gotham Knights are for. DC fans clearly hate the idea of it. Just go look at the hate comments and dislikes flooding the trailer. Fans of the CW are outraged that good shows like Batwoman and Legends were canceled to make room for this. And if you thought that was bad enough, let's dive into the trailer. The entire concept of the show appears strange. I guess you could say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover or a TV show by its trailer. There is a tiny minority of people saying we should give the show a chance. Here's the thing though. The trailer's job is to create hype and excitement around an upcoming movie or show, and this one just didn't do that. In fact, it made sure I never watched Gotham Knights. Plus, the concept of the series just seems strange. Gotham Knights is supposed to be about the Bat family, with characters like Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Yeah, the show has none of them, except Robin. And by the way, it's by far the most underwhelming Robin I've ever seen when you compare him to the Big Four: Tim, Jason, Dick, and Damian. Clearly, WB refused to allow CW to use any DC characters, so why create the entire show in the first place? Let's discuss the storyline that we know of. Bruce is dead. It makes sense that the Bat family would take over because, as usual, Gotham is a mess. But Damian, Bruce's actual son, is nowhere. I, for one, cannot believe they'd do that. The entire fan base was expecting Damian. What we have instead is a guy named Turner Hayes, Bruce's adopted son, a character they created just for the show. You won't find this character in the comics. So you already know how a hardcore DC fan would feel about the show. None of this makes sense. It's clearly nothing more than a cash grab. And to make matters even worse, it seems some of the plot lines are a little too familiar. Gotham Knights will revolve around a Batman mystery, which is an extremely risky plot. But guess what? This exact same thing has been done before in The Dark Knight Rises. Come on, guys, at least be a little creative.
There's a storm coming.
The CW series will be set in Gotham City, but will not feature Batman or Bruce Wayne, instead focusing on his adopted son, Turner Hayes. The short summary is that after being framed for a crime they didn't commit, Turner and the children of Batman's greatest enemies decide to team up to prove their innocence. Now, where have we seen this before? Clearly, the writers liked the second installment of the Dark Knight series because the Gotham of that movie is a bit too similar to the Gotham of The Dark Knight Rises. So, along with unexciting characters, this show also features lazy writing. Come on, guys, if you have to steal stories, at least steal from a non-DC movie. I don't know about you guys, but I can just sense the producers losing a lot of money with this one. It's always a risky move to take Batman out of any Bat Family movie or TV show, and with the hate this trailer has already gotten, things really aren't looking good. The TV show is like an annoying child no one wants to be friends with. Not even the video game it's named after. Yes, the developers of the Gotham Knights video games do not want to be associated with the CW show. And to make sure that there's no confusion that the two aren't connected, WB Montreal released an official statement on Twitter. It said, "The hashtag Gotham Knights game and the upcoming TV show of the same name are separate projects with no connection to one another." And it's true. Although the show and the video game share a name, they have completely different premises. While the show's about a ragtag group of 20-somethings trying to clear their name, the game is fully based on Batman Gotham Knights comic series, and it actually features DC characters that we know and love, like Nightwing, Red Hood, and more. Usually, video games like to capitalize on the buzz a spin-off TV show generates, but not this one. The trailer for the CW show was so bad, the developers of the game wanted nothing to do with it. You just know it's going to be terrible. Just play the game instead, folks. I've talked a lot about why the show is going to be disappointing. Now, let's see what the fans have to say about it. Long story short, they hate it, and I don't blame them. Many fans have bashed the show on various social media platforms, especially on Reddit. One fan couldn't believe the show's creators murdered Batman with a gun. Yes, a gun. This is a superhero that has put bombs on the moon, survived Darkseid's Omega Sanction, and even the destruction of the entire universe. How does a bullet take him out? Other fans are pissed about the wasted potential. Gotham Knights could have been a super cool show like the game.
Let's knock some heads.
It could be about iconic characters from DC coming together to protect Gotham in Bruce's absence. Instead, we're getting an awful fusion of Batwoman, The Descendants, and Riverdale. It's honestly a shame. Clearly, none of us are gonna watch Gotham Knights. Here's some upcoming DC content that you should watch instead. We're all sad that the iconic CW show The Flash is coming to an end soon. But guess what? The Flash movie is in the works and is set to release in June 2023. Ezra Miller, despite his recent scandals, continues to star. Plus, Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton are all set to star in their respective Batman roles. Even Henry Cavill is rumored to make an appearance in the show as Superman. Now, this is the DC we know and love. Plus, there's also a Gotham PD series in the works, and it's going to be set in the first year of Batman's costumed career and will deal heavily with Arkham Asylum. So it's likely we'll meet some iconic DC villains in this one. Who's excited? Well, there you have it. The CW's Gotham Knights is destined to be a colossal flop. But who knows? We all might end up hating it. But don't give up on DC just yet. We're getting new movies and TV shows soon, and I, for one, can't wait.